Hi children and viewers. In this video we are going to discuss about the one of the important topic of ray optics chapter. In our textbook that should be as shown in the question number 9 and 10. What is a simple microscope, and explain the working of simple microscope, and derive the magnifying power of a simple microscope. When the magnifying power is more, when the magnifying power is less. Let us discuss, children. Here, what is a simple microscope? Simple microscope is also called as a reading lens and magnifying lens. In our daily life, we can observe something about the magnifying lens. Why we can use the magnifying lens? Magnifying lens can be used to see the small object in a bigger size. While reading letters in a textbook, if you can use a magnifying lens, the letters appears very big in size. So that is the main purpose of a simple microscope, to see the small objects as big one. What's happening when we are using the simple microscope? When we are using the simple microscope, the angle of visualization should be changes. Angle of visualization should be changes. When angle of visualization is changes, we can see the objects clearly. So in this case, we discuss about what is the angle of visualization to see the object very clearly. And children, in 10th class you learned about the near point or least distance of distinct vision. Least distance of distinct vision or near point. For which distance we can see the objects very clearly from our eye. That should be taken as near point or least distance of distinct vision. That is actually for a healthy human being, that should be taken as 25 centimeters. When the object is in front of our eye at least for 25 centimeters, then we can see the object very clearly. Clear, children? So simple microscope consists of a one convex lens. It consists of only one convex lens. When a convex lens that should be operated as a simple microscope, then the object must be less than the focal length. When the object is less than the focal length, then only the lens can form the image at the near point. When the image is forming at the near point, then we can see the object very clearly without any strain on our eye. So to understand simply, there is one diagram on that board. Look here. Children, it is a convex lens. What is that? It is a convex lens, and now it is a principal axis, and now this is the optic center. This is what? Optic center O. And now here, this is the focus point. When the object is between optic center and focus, when the object is in between optic center and focus, then the lens can form the image at the near point. Image can be formed at the near point. This is the working principle behind the simple microscope. A simple microscope consists of only one converging lens or one convex lens. And in this case, if we can keep the object between the O and F, then it can form the image at the near point. That should be what it is, the image of image, erect and magnified image. What do you get? Where we are keeping the object, from that side only we are getting the image. So you have to observe that point. For example, while you are reading a letters in the textbook, if you can keep some for example, if it is a book and I am keeping here lens like this, so I am watching or seeing the letters from the lens. That means here when we are focusing on the letters with a convex magnifying, simply a magnifying lens, we are finding the letters of the image. Letters at the same time, image of letters must be on same side. Then only we can see the letters of sentences very clearly without any strain on our eye. మనము ఒక మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ లెన్స్ని వాడినప్పుడు మనము ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ తీసుకుంటాము. ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి? టెక్స్ట్ బుక్కే ఉంది. ఆ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ని మనము ఇలా ఒక చేతిలో పట్టుకొని ఒక చేతిలో మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ లెన్స్ పెట్టాము. మనకి లెటర్స్ చిన్నగా ఉన్నాయి, పెద్దగా చేసి చూడాలి. దానికోసం ఏం చేస్తాం? ఒక లెన్స్ని ఇలా పెట్టి చూస్తాం. లెన్స్ని ఇలా పెట్టి చూస్తున్నప్పుడు వీ హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ ది lens to be close to the letters. So that means what? That is in less than the focal length of the lens. The object, the letters what we are seeing in the textbook, that should be very close to the lens. That means here the position of the letters must be less than the focal length of convex lens. Then the letters can appear in the huge size, big size, because then the letters what they are between O and F, again the lens can forms the image at the near point. Near point means what? Nearly 25 centimeters. So when the object is available at the, for example here the final image formed by the lens must be at where? 25 centimeters. Then if any object is available at the near point, then the eye can see the object very clearly. For example here, look now here, this is the object. I am saying now it is the object, and IG, this is the image, OJ is the object. Clear? We are finding the, here the rays are showing like this. We are finding the image through the lens, and the eye must be kept near to the optic center. Here you have to observe it is a lens. It is a lens. On one side of the lens we have object and image, and when the lens can forms the image at the near point, we are finding the image through the lens or from this side. So this is the simple working of a simple microscope. And next, second thing is what? We want to find out the magnifying power. Magnifying power. So children, ఏం లేదు, మనకి సింపుల్ మైక్రోస్కోప్లో ఒకటే ఒక లెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ లెన్స్ని మనము కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాము. దానిని ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఉంటుందో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని ఆప్టిక్ సెంటర్కి ఎఫ్కి మధ్య ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంచినప్పుడు మనకి ఇమేజ్ అనేది నియర్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఆ నియర్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఫామ్ అయినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనకి ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు కంటి నుంచి 25 సెంటీమీటర్స్ డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా మనం క్లియర్ చూడగలుగుతాం. అందుకే ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ లెన్స్ అనేది ఏం చేస్తుంది, చిన్నగా ఉన్న ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని పెద్దగా చేసి చూపిస్తుంది. ఆ ఇమేజ్ ఎక్కడ ఫామ్ అవుతుందంటే నియర్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో అప్పుడు మనం ఎప్పుడైతే పెద్దగా ఫామ్ అవుతుందో ఆ ఇమేజ్ని మనం ఈ ఆప్టిక్ సెంటర్ నుంచి మన కంటితో, ఇది ఐ సింబల్, ఇటువైపు నుంచి చూస్తున్నామని చెప్పడానికి ఇది డ్రా చేశాను. సో ఇలా అప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఏమవుతుంది, మనం ఇమేజ్ని క్లియర్గా స్పష్టంగా పెద్దగా చూడగలుగుతున్నాం. అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇమేజ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ ద ఎరెక్ట్ అండ్ మ్యాగ్నిఫైడ్ ఇమేజ్. Okay children, now second thing is what? We have to find out the magnifying power of a simple microscope. So children, here to understand the angle of visualization, I want to draw here one image. So here this is now what it is, final image, and here it is lens is there, this is the lens, clear? And here from here we are watching the we want to see the final image. Now this is the lens. Now here our eye makes some angle here, that is what? Theta. This theta is called here angle of visualization. What is that? angle of visualization. Here for example I am taking the height of the image is what, h, and this is what v is what I think but final image distance. So what I am saying near point D. Then what read children here, tan theta is equals to h by d. H by d. It is the theta represents the angle of visualization. What is that? Angle of visualization. With what angle we are able to see the image? By making certain angle with the optic center, we are able to see the image. That particular angle what we call angle of visualization. Angle of visualization. So children, as part of 4 marks question, you have to write the expression for magnifying power. So when the magnifying power is maximum, when the magnifying power is minimum, we have to discuss. So children, this part is very important. Magnifying power. So children, for magnifying power, we have one formula is there, that is m is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. Clear? M is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. Here what is alpha and what is beta you have to know. Alpha is nothing but the angle subtended by the image. The angle subtended by the image at the optic center. At the optic center, that is what alpha. Clear? The ratio of tan of angle subtended by the image at the optic center to the angle made by the angle subtended by the object when it is placed in the position of image. For example, here I am saying OJ dash. So then that will make some angle here, that is beta. Clear? Got my point? What is the magnifying power? Magnifying power is the ratio of angle subtended by the image at the optic center to the angle subtended by the object when it is placed at the position of image. That should be called magnifying power. మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఏవైతే మనకి సింపుల్ మైక్రోస్కోప్లో ఫైనల్ ఇమేజ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుందో ఆ ఫైనల్ ఇమేజ్ అనేది ఆప్టిక్ సెంటర్ దగ్గర కొంత యాంగిల్ చేస్తుంది. ఆ యాంగిల్ మనం ఆల్ఫా అంటున్నాం. అదేవిధంగా మనకి ఏవైతే ఇక్కడ ఓజే ఉంది, ఓజే ఏంటి ఇక్కడ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మనము ఎప్పుడైతే ఇమేజ్ పొజిషన్ దగ్గర పెడుతున్నామో అది కూడా ఏం చేస్తుంది, కొంత యాంగిల్ని చేస్తుంది. ఆ యాంగిల్ ఎంత, బీటా. సో వీటి యొక్క యాంగిల్స్ యొక్క రేషియోని ఏమంటామంటే మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ ఆఫ్ ద సింపుల్ మైక్రోస్కోప్. The ratio of angle subtended by the final image at the optic center to the angle subtended by the object when it is placed in the position of image at optic center. That should be called magnifying power. సో ఇక్కడ ఆల్ఫా అనేది ఏం చేస్తుంది, సింపుల్గా ఇక్కడ చూపిస్తుంది చూడండి మీకు ఒకసారి మరొకసారి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఫైనల్ ఇమేజ్. Clear? That will make some angle here, that is what alpha. సో ఆల్రెడీ మనకు ఇక్కడ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంది, దాన్ని ఏమన్నాం OJ అన్నాం. అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ IG ఈజ్ ద ఇమేజ్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని మనం అక్కడ ఉంచుతున్నాం, ఇక్కడ ఇమేజ్ ఎక్కడ ఫామ్ అవుతుందో అక్కడ ఉంచుతున్నాం. అప్పుడు దీన్ని ఏమంటామంటే OJ డాష్ అంటాం, OJ డాష్ అంటున్నాం. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని ఇమేజ్ పొజిషన్లో పెట్టినప్పుడు అది కూడా ఏం చేస్తుంది, దట్ విల్ మేక్ సమ్ యాంగిల్ బీటా. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ రెండింటి యొక్క రేషియో, యాంగిల్స్ యొక్క రేషియో మనం ఏమన్నాం, మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ అంటున్నాం. క్లియర్ చిల్డ్రన్? ఓకే, లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ దట్. హియర్ ఫస్ట్ ట్రయాంగిల్, we go for triangle OI, I'm taking this O dash, OI O dash, OI O dash, or simply here first we go over image. That's why here I'm going to write IG O dash. First thing is what, IG O dash. So then I'm going to write tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to what? Like this. It is seems to be like this. Here this is the alpha, and this is G, and this is I, and this is O dash. Then what do you write? Tan alpha means Ig by what do you write? Ig by GO dash. GO dash. And similarly from triangle, OJ dash, O dash. Here after keeping the object dislocation, what you have now? Just forget about this one. OJ dash, O dash. Clear? OJ dash, O dash. Then what to write? Tan beta is equals to what do you write? OJ dash by yes, GO dash. GO dash. So second triangle are the same thing here. How it is seems to be like this. Here this is the O dash, and this is the O, and this is J dash, and how much angle here? Beta. Then what write? OJ dash by OO dash, or yes, OO dash. O dash. Then what write children here? M is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. That means what? Ig by GO dash by OJ dash by OO dash. Here OO dash and GO dash both are same. That's what right? M is equals to Ig by OJ dash. M is equals to, these two are cancelled. Symbol GO dash and OO dash both are similar. What do you get? Mg is equals to Ig by OJ dash children. So this is now expression for magnification. Okay children, here what is meant by OJ dash? OJ dash is nothing but object. ఇక్కడ ఏవైతే ఓజే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉందో ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్నే మనకు తీసుకొస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఓజే డాష్ అన్నాం. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది? హియర్ ఓజే డాష్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ఓజే. దెన్ వాట్ యు గెట్? M is equals to Ig by OJ. M is equals to Ig by OJ. So you look here, M is equals to Ig. So from optic center, Ig distance is what? Image distance, and OJ distance what? V. So look here children, from optic center to the, what I am saying now, Ig is the image. Optic center to the final image, what it is? Ig. That's why here I am going right here. Ig means minus V and OJ means minus U, because the light is coming from this direction. This is direction of incident light direction. Clear? This is the object and this is the moving of direction of incident light. OJ is the object. ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి ఇటువైపుకి లైట్ రేస్ మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయి, and we are taking the U value and V value. What I am saying now, O to O dash is nothing but here it is U. That is what OJ kuna distance and the U, and eduna distance and antunam V antunam. Clear? So incident light ki opposite తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి according to the sign convention rules, the distances what we are taken, the measurements what we are taken in opposite direction of incident light, they can be taken as negative. And so here I am going to write M is equals to V by U, and I already told you at the near point we are getting the image. That's why here at near point what we take? V is equals to D. V is equals to D. Therefore M is equals to D by U. So this is the expression for magnifying power of a simple microscope. And next children, already we have one lens formula, it is there. What's that? 1 by F is equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. What I told you, V and U are both are negative. That's why what you write? 1 by F is equals to minus 1 by V minus of minus plus. Then what are children? 1 by U is equals to 1 by F plus 1 by V. Clear? Then what write? 1 by U is equals to 1 by F plus 1 by V. Then in that formula I am going to write M is equals to D by U nerachu, D into 1 by U. D into 1 by U. Then what write? m is equals to d into what is that? What is the 1 by v value? Yes, 1 by f plus 1 by v. So this is the expression for magnifying power. Clear? See once again children, very important to understand this one. It is a simple microscope structure. Here OJ is the object and the object distance what it is u, and where is the object? In between optic center O dash and f. Then where we are in the image? Yes, Ig is the image. Ig is image. Clear? So ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఐజీని ఇమేజ్ అన్నామో ఆ ఐజీ ఎక్కడ ఫామ్ అవుతుందంట? అట్ నియర్ పాయింట్ అన్నాం. అయిన తర్వాత మనం మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? m is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. The ratio of angle subtended by the image at the optic center to the angle subtended by the object when it is placed at the near point or position of the image. ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మనం ఇమేజ్ లొకేషన్లో ఉంచినప్పుడు అది కొంత యాంగిల్ చేస్తుంది. ఆ యాంగిల్ యొక్క రేషియో మనం మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ అంటున్నాం. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఫస్ట్ది IGO డాష్ తీసుకున్నాం అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ట్రయాంగిల్ IGO డాష్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు tan alpha is equals to IG by GO డాష్ ని తీసుకున్నాం. ఓకేనా? అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ సిమిలర్లీ హియర్ ట్రయాంగిల్ OJ డాష్ O డాష్. సో ఈ OJ అనే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని ఇక్కడ తీసుకొస్తున్నాం. క్లియర్? మనం ఇక్కడ OJ డాష్ని చూపిస్తే అప్పుడు ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏమవుతుంది? OJ డాష్ O డాష్ అవుతుంది. లేదా సింపుల్గా GJ డాష్ అన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ట్రయాంగిల్ GJ డాష్ బై O డాష్ అవుతుంది. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ వద్దు. సెకండ్ టైం మనం తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నేను O అని రాస్తున్నాను. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ట్రయాంగిల్ OJ డాష్ O డాష్. సో మనం ఇమేజ్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ జీతో చూపిస్తున్నాం. ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఇమేజ్ దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు OJ డాష్ O డాష్ అని చూపిస్తున్నాం. అప్పుడు దాని నుంచి tan beta రాస్తున్నాం. రాసిన తర్వాత వీఆర్ సబ్స్టిట్యూటింగ్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్ములా ఆఫ్ m is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత GO డాష్ అండ్ OO డాష్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్. ఈ రెండు క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతాయి. అప్పుడు ఏం మిగులుతుంది మనకి? m is equals to IG by OJ డాష్ అంటున్నాం. OJ డాష్ అనేది ఏంటి? నథింగ్ బట్ OJ. సో కాబట్టి what to write? m is equals to IG by OJ and రాస్తున్నాం. That is equals to minus u by minus u. IG means image distance, OJ means object distance. According to sign convention, both should be taken as negative. Why? Because we are taking all the values in opposite direction of incident light. The light is moving in this direction and we are taking the readings in opposite direction. Then what to get? V by u. So then what to write? m is equals to v by u. So what I am saying, the image is forming at the near point. That's why v is equals to d. That's why m is equals to d by u. So దీన్ని ఎట్లా రాసుకోవచ్చు? m is equals to d into 1 by u రాసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ 1 by u వాల్యూ కావాలి. దానికోసం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? we will go for lens formula. 1 by f is equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Then 1 by f is equals to, we have to substitute sign conventions. V means what? Minus v. U means what? Minus u. Then we substitute 1 by f is equals to minus 1 by v plus 1 by u. Then what write? 1 by u is equals to what you write? 1 by f plus 1 by v. And we are substituted in that formula. Then what write children? m is equals to d into 1 by f plus 1 by f. Okay children, in this case you have to remember two things. When the magnifying power is maximum, when the magnifying power is minimum. Look here, what is the formula? m is equals to d into 1 by f plus 1 by v. Clear? So this is the expression for magnifying power. At near point we are taking that m is equals to దీని లోపల తీసుకెళ్ళండి. ఏమవుతుంది? d by f plus d by v అవుతుంది. క్లియర్? then what right here? Simply m is equals to d by f plus, at near point what right? v is equals to d by d means what? 1. That means m is equals to 1 plus d by f. m is equals to 1 plus d by f. In this case the magnifying power is maximum. Why? Because the image is forming at the near point. When the image is forming at the near point, the magnifying power is maximum. And for example, if the image is formed at infinity. First case is what? At near point we have the m is maximum, that is what we get, m is equals to 1 plus d by f. If the image is formed at infinity, we will write like this expression, m is equals to d into 1 by f plus 1 by infinity. Clear? B value is what? Infinity. Then what we get? M is equals to d into 1 by f plus 0. That means what? M is equals to d by f. M is equals to d by f. So when the image is formed at infinity, then we are getting the magnifying power is d by f. When the object is at the near point, our formula is what? D by f plus 1. That means here from these two formulas, what you observe, this is the expression for magnifying power when the image is formed at the near point, and this is the magnifying power of the eye lens microscope when the image is formed at infinity. ఇన్ఫినిటీ దగ్గర ఫామ్ అయినప్పుడు ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఇది, నియర్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఫామ్ అయినప్పుడు ఇది. ఈ రెండు ఈక్వేషన్ కంపారిజన్ మనం ఏం చెప్పొచ్చు? వెన్ ద ఇమేజ్ ఈస్ అట్ ద నియర్ పాయింట్ ద మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ ఈస్ మోర్, వెన్ ద ఇమేజ్ కెన్ బి ఫార్మ్డ్ ఎట్ ఇన్ఫినిటీ ద మ్యాగ్నిఫైయింగ్ పవర్ ఈస్ లెస్. సో చిల్డ్రన్, మనకి కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో కూడా దీని మీద సంబంధించి చాలా క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాడు. సో జాగ్రత్త ఒకసారి వీడియోని 1-2 సార్లు చూడండి, ఈజీ అర్థమవుతుంది. సో ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. We will meet in the next video with some more interesting topic. Bye, take care.